Hello, my lovely ladies, and welcome to Always Classy and Elegant. I'm Brandy, your host, coach, and mentor, and I'm here to help you with your classy transformation and maintenance. Ladies, I'm delayed in getting this video recorded and out to you, so I want to get right into it. So come on in here, get something to drink, find some place to sit, and get comfortable. You'll want to be able to see the screen for this video because I have some things that I would like to show you. So get those things and come on back and let's talk about whether or not you can be classy and elegant with tattoos. Okay, ladies, I've been wanting to cover this topic for a while, as I've already mentioned, and what really got me thinking about it is, particularly in the US, I'm not sure about other countries, but it seems like we've seen an explosion of people with tattoos, particularly ladies or women. We're seeing tattoos all up and down the arms, on the chest, up to the neck, on calves and thighs. And so with this explosion, I've done some research and the views on tattoos are polarizing. Either people are very into the body ink community, they get it, they understand it, they sign on, they subscribe to it, or on the other end of the spectrum, people abhor them and they have some very strong thoughts about the type of person that would get a tattoo. So if you would have asked me what I thought a few months ago, I probably would have had a very, very strong lenience toward the negative opinion, until one evening when I was watching a series on Netflix called As the Crow Flies, and the main character Lale, I noticed that she had a tattoo. I think I saw the first one on her shoulder, and then I noticed that she had another one on the inside of her wrist. Now, I'm gonna show you some clips of the series, and I think it would be hard to argue that her character, which is played by Beers Akale, I think that's how you say her name. I think most of us would agree that she's classy and elegant. So as you see these clips, notice how she carries herself, how she stands, how she walks, how she's dressed, her grooming. The hair is nice and sleek, very well arranged. Her makeup, very well put together. She looks defined, but not overdone. All in all, this lady's character is class and elegance personified. She is the embodiment of what I've been talking about as far as goes. How you carry yourself lends a lot toward whether or not you come across as being classy and elegant. So even in watching the clips, and if you have a chance to watch the series, I do recommend that you watch it. It is a Turkish series, I believe, and so the original language is Turkish. There is voiceover and translation for English, which I will say it can use some work. Some things get mistranslated and some of the voiceover does not come across as exactly natural. However, you get the point of what they are saying. In that, you do get to see how Bierce's character, Lale, handles things, how she conducts herself. I think it would be hard for anyone to say that this lady's character is not classy and elegant. She is kind to her coworkers and for the most part to people around her. We see her express some emotion. So again, being classy and elegant is not being stoic. You can show emotion, but it's how do you handle things when you are under pressure? And I think her character pulls this off so well. If you wouldn't say that she's classy and elegant, then your standards are extremely high, and I would love to see an embodiment of what that type of person would consider to be classy and elegant. My other example here is Erin Parsons. Erin has a very different look, as you see. Her tattoos are very big, they're bold, they're up to the neck. There's no hiding a lot of her tattoos, and they're meant to make a statement. Very different contrast between Beers Akale and Erin Parsons. However, although Erin's is so bold and in your face and colorful, there are some things about her, some characteristics that are very elegant. Even though she's got the very bold tattoos, the way she speaks is quite classy. She's very elegant. Her communication is crisp, clear, and quite articulate. Eloquent. She's eloquent in her speech. Look at her body movements, the way she holds the pencils and brushes when she's showing us a lip look or demonstrating a lipstick. Her movements are very slow and very controlled for the most part, and that exudes elegance. So overall, her look is not generally going to be considered classy or elegant. So overall, if you are contemplating getting a tattoo, and let me first say that I am in no way, shape, or form condoning tattoos. The Bible is against them. I will put the scripture up here for you. However, if that's not something that's your concern, I would also recommend that you take a look at how valuable your body is. You probably heard this You have probably heard this famous phrase.
Not tattoos anywhere.
No. Honey, would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley?
And my dear, you are so much more valuable than a Bentley. Think about it. A value, a price tag is assigned to a Bentley. However, we cannot assign a value or a price tag to you or me or our bodies. They are priceless. The closest thing we can get to estimating a value is the fact that Jesus died for us, and he was the only one qualified to do that. So we are so valuable that God sent his son to die to save us. So think about that before you decide to go ahead and go under the needle, if you will. If you just have to do it and you've thought about all these things, or you don't care and you just decide that you absolutely have to do it, I would highly, strongly recommend that you think about the placement of them. Make sure that you place it strategically so that it can be easily covered with your garmentry if needed. And think about the size or scale of them, because again, with them being covered by your garmentry, you wouldn't necessarily want something peeking out from your shoulder if you're in a situation where you need to not have your tattoos be visible. Also, think about what it is that you do now. Is it going to serve in helping you to create a niche where you are? Or if you're looking to get to the next level, is it going to help you get there? Or is it going to be something that kind of holds you back and pulls you back and makes you have to work harder to get there than you would otherwise? With that, also think about the establishments and the rooms that you want to be in. What table do you want to seat at? And ask yourself, the people that are already in these establishments or rooms and the folks that are already sitting at these tables, what do they look like? Do you see visible tattoos on them? And if you do, where are they? What kind are they? Are they graphically colored, or are they small and discreet? Consider those things before you get them, because people do like to do things and work with or elevate people that seem to be a little bit more like them. So you don't want to put yourself in a situation where your tattoos are closing doors for you instead of opening them. So in 2024, we've got so many challenges already. Why on earth would we want to do something that's going to make it harder for us to achieve our goals? I would also encourage you to think about your overall look, your overall image, appearance, and persona, because those things matter. You need to think about your hairstyling, your makeup, of course your tattoos if you're going to get them, the jewelry or accessories that you wear, your clothing or garmentry, your accessories that you wear along with them, like your shoes, any belts, sunglasses, gloves, if you do gloves. I'm running out of things to think of, but I think you guys get the point. Think about how all of these things will look when you put them together, and ask yourself, is that going to communicate the image, or is it going to communicate what you want to have communicated about yourself? This is very important because looks are important. No matter how much some people try to downplay them, looks matter, because the way you look and the way you carry, the way you look and the way you carry yourself communicates volumes and tons about you before you ever even open your mouth. So please do give heavy consideration to those things before you get the tattoo. And if you have to get it, think about how all these other things fit together. And remember that when it comes to class and elegance, there is an underlying theme or foundation of refinement, otherwise phrased as less is more. With that, that doesn't mean that you have to subscribe to the minimalist community if that's not your thing. You can certainly be more on the flamboyant side and still be classy and elegant, but at some point you're going to want to pull back, just reel it in, draw it in a little bit so that you're not doing too much and communicating the wrong things about yourself. So that's it for today, ladies. That's all I have, but I hope you found this topic interesting. I hope it puts some things on your mind and gives you something to think about, and let me know what you think in the comments. And I hope you like the content, and if you do, please come back for the next video where we will talk about what you talk about. With that, be yourself, ladies, and remember, always keep it classy and elegant. Have a great one. Bye.